Good morning. So we had to go to a different area than we were going to go to do some fishing and kayaking and swimming, because where we were going to go, they are having, I guess, a festival and some kayak racing. Yeah. So anyways, I'm not sure what you can see and what you can't see. I set up the camera, and we're just gonna go with it, I guess. I'm doing a little fishing, and my family, they're in a separate area, so I'm just gonna bait my hook here. Got a nice juicy worm. And yeah, just enjoying nature. And then I'm gonna join them a little bit later. They're closer to the beach, so it's gorgeous. It's windy, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Like I said, I have no clue what you can see and what you can't see, because I just set it up, looked real quick. It is what it is. And I didn't want to be around the family if I am gonna talk a little drama while I'm fishing. So I had to wash the worm ick. Not wash, but I got a towel here. The worm ick off me. Just gonna cast this out. And I do like to fish with a bobber and worms whenever I go fishing. Some people, they like to fish on the bottom and use artificial bait or whatever. Not me. And I'm kind of impatient too, so not a very patient fisherman, fisherwoman, whatever. I will pull it in and out. That didn't sound right, did it? I will keep pulling my reel in and put it in a different area. One of the places that I will go when I want to relax, when I have time, is a friend of mine's pond. And it used to be in a campground. And as soon as you throw your hook in, your whatever, you can catch those bad boys like all the time. I guess I got spoiled, but anyways. Just gonna. So anyways, what are we gonna talk about today? I don't know. There is a lot of ugliness going on out there, and it has been a lot lately, right, in the last week. And I said that, I might talk about some drama when there's no family around, and right now there isn't. So, and I also said that I wasn't really going to direct what I was going to talk about to anybody in particular, but we might mention a few names. And I did listen to a few things, like I said, and I'm going to talk about it. I know that Natasha, I guess she was trying to match other people's fundraisers. I find that bizarre, right? If somebody's doing, we already know that she does all these PayPal fundraisers and stuff, and that's fine. I don't care. Now, I thought that and I did a video, I thought the last one that she did, I seen the comments for the donations, and to me, I don't know, it just didn't sit right with me, because I felt like she was using somebody's health or she got a lot of those donations off of somebody else's health. I mean, that's just my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to agree with anything that I say, really. But if she sees somebody else doing a fundraiser, then this, again, is just my opinion. She thinks that she wants to match it. And to me, that is like, okay, she'll drop her PayPal link and, you know, she's not raising the funds like she, you know, has in the past or whatever. So she'll tell her community that one of the haters, they're trying to raise funds, and, you know, let's see if I can, you know, my community is so great, we can do better than them, and we can raise more funds. It's always the we. I get that. The community is the one raising the funds, but all the money's going to Natasha. So it's not really the we, right? Because every bit of that money goes to Natasha and to nobody else. So when she does this, in my opinion, she knows now, just like I said, she was going to use this, you know, Jessica's health. She was going to keep using that as content because she's seen how much money it raised and how quick. And it was going to continue to be used as content. And that's what I'm seeing, you know, over and over again. And now I see that, you know, if someone else has a fundraiser that they're doing for whatever reason, she's doing the same thing. Well, you know, saying the same thing. Well, let's see if we can beat their fundraiser. Because she does have a strong community, and they do donate a lot. But if you notice that when she just drops a PayPal or whatever and says, I'm raising whatever money, and she might not be getting the funds like she normally gets. Again, this is just my opinion. I think she found another way to get people to donate at a faster rate and reach that goal, and then she can drop another one. Again, that's just my opinion. Because the community, they do not like these hater groups or hater channels or whatever, so they're going to donate just to prove a point. But again, all this money goes to Natasha. It's not a we. It all goes to Natasha. But again, you know, it's their money. And then once you donate, if it's a PayPal pull, not if you're donating for a cause, and it's supposed to go to that cause, but it's their money, and then, you know, it's her money to do with whatever she wants. I get that. But the thing is when you're doing this, and she did this with the other creator, I think it's allegedly with Brittany. I don't know much about her. I've heard a lot of talk about her. But I guess she was doing a fund for necessities. She was having issues. Again, you know, creators, they have PayPals, Super Chats, whatever they might have, Cash Apps. Everybody's worried about money, about other people, you know, whatever. And she did a fund. You know, it's not like these other creators are posting funds continuously. And she was having issues, I guess. And everyone wants to degrade her because she literally said, you know, I'm having some issues and I need some necessities. And people want to say, oh my gosh, you know, why would I would never post or have my subs pay for, you know, my necessities, or make a fund for that, kind of like with Granny's Watching with this vacation fund. Why isn't it any different than the other PayPal funds Natasha drops? I mean, she makes the weird names, but I mean, doesn't her funds go for necessities too, maybe? Or does it all go for, you know, BS? Just because she doesn't put that her funds are going for necessities. I don't know. I mean, at least this person was, Brittany was honest in saying, hey, I'm having some issues. We don't know why, or at least I don't, because I haven't really listened. There could be many reasons why she's having issues right now. And people want to make a big deal about this. But yet it's okay for another creator to post funds on a daily with ridiculous names. But yet I'm sure she uses her money for necessities. She just might not put that PayPal out and say it's for a necessity. I mean, does that make sense? I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous. So she is basically degrading Brittany, and I heard a little bit of that video where she's absolutely degrading her. And then she is like, well, you know, if I reach my goal, I will donate, what was it, 10%? I think I'm going to get caught on something here. I'm going to donate 10% of whatever I make. And everybody's like, oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. And Natasha's basically saying, well, you know, you do it for the right reasons. I do stuff for the right reasons or whatever. No. Not when you sit there and just degrade somebody. And I guess Brittany did take the money, but she donated it to St. Jude's. And then I guess, you know, maybe a mod or something like that gave her the $100 back or whatever. In my opinion, Natasha wasn't doing that out of the goodness of her heart. If you donate to somebody that's in need, you don't degrade them to begin with, right? Because they're doing a fund. You don't sit there and call out, you know, what their, I don't think she said what their spouse did, but that, you know, she's not a single mom. You know, she needs to go get a job. Really? That's rich. But you don't degrade somebody and then say, well, you know, I'll donate 10% if I reach my goal. Well, you know, some people are gonna, they're gonna donate just to, how should I say it? Just so that you get past the other person's goal. I'm kind of trying to pay attention to my little bobber here too. So, I mean, it was kind of condescending. That was not out of the goodness of her heart. It was kind of, you know, I'm going to beat your $1,000 that you put out there. And then when I do it, my community's going to donate. I know they will, because, you know, we did that before. And then I'll donate to your cause. I wouldn't have took the money. I mean, I would have sent it back. I mean, and I guess she made a video. I only listened to a little bit where she's calling Brittany out and saying, you know, thought your kids were in need, and if they were in need, why did you donate to St. Jude's? And I guess people in her chat were ticked off that she did this and sent it to St. Jude or whatever, and they said that she wasn't showing proof. I did check real quick over there, and she did send proof, I guess, that she did donate to St. Jude. But they're saying if her family was in such need, why did she donate to St. Jude and not use it for her family? I'm sorry, but if someone like that said the things they said and raised the money, in my opinion, Natasha got the donations off of Brittany because she's trying to, like I said, one up on Brittany. Right? This is a good way to make money fast. One up one on another creator that is trying to drop funds. My community is better, and instead of just dropping these funny names on PayPal pool, if anybody has a fundraiser going on because they might have a crisis in their lives or something going on and they got a fund that they're going to drop, Natasha's going to drop one and she's going to tell her community, let's see if we can match it and how quick we can match it. And then people are going to do it because they're, quote, the hate channels, right? So anyways, I would not have taken the money. I don't care. That was not, in my opinion, out of the goodness of my heart. You don't degrade somebody and then say, here's some money. And people that donate to, they don't have to sit there and keep saying over and over. I mean, you don't do it out of the goodness of your heart if you have to sit there and tell everybody what you do, what you donate to and stuff. You're just doing it to brag, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. I mean, when I help somebody out or do something for somebody, I mean, I did share a story of what my daughter did years ago when she was a child, but when you donate or help somebody out, you don't sit there and call them out that you helped this person out. And we see this out of Natasha. She's got to call the people out. Well, I helped you at Christmas time and I gave you this much money and I did this and did that. To me, that's not doing it out of the goodness of your heart. It's not. It's doing it for bragging rights. That's just my opinion. So I wouldn't have taken the money either. I'm sorry. $100 can buy a lot, but there was ill intent. Just my opinion. That $100, it was ill intent. It was not out of the goodness of her heart. Again, just my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. And she said, well, she could have sent it back. I would have sent it back. That's just me. But hey, why not donate it? Why not? Why not donate it to a cancer, St. Jude's or to one of your favorite places? Why not? I mean, especially after she drug her about having the fun, doing the fundraiser. And after she drug her about, why don't you go get a job when Natasha doesn't have a job, right? She hasn't had a job for how long? And she says, well, she's not she's married. She's not a single parent. Well, Natasha might not be married, but she's put it out there on how much her partner makes and kind of stuck how much her partner makes and all that good stuff. So, it's not like she is having to take care of everything there either. So, my line's all tangled up. So, it's kind of, like I said, you point fingers at somebody, but you always have those three fingers pointing right back at you. Kind of just like with Jessica Lynn with her vacation fund. I mean, at least she's had it up there for a while. And it's to take her children on vacation. I mean, what is wrong with that? Is it any different than putting up a fund with a stupid name on it, ridiculous name? I mean, it makes no sense. So instead of, saying, hey, I'm having some issues and I'm going to do a fund because of this. I mean, I guess Brittany could have just put up a fund for $1,000 and not said a word about having any issues. I'm stuck again. This is a really bad spot to fish. But it makes no sense to me. And I just lost my bobber, so maybe. So I might have to go down and climb down. So I didn't lose my worm. Or not my worm. I did lose my worm. I didn't lose my bobber. Just had to go down and get it. This isn't the best spot to fish. But anyways, it's away from everybody, the family, everybody else, because they're spread out. And I might go fish here in a few next to my sister before we take the kayaks out. But anyways, I know I'm rambling. It's just, with this money stuff, it's just ridiculous. I've said it before, all creators, most of them, they have PayPals, they have Super Chats, they have memberships, they have all this stuff. And they absolutely should be allowed, if people like their content, they should be allowed to drop their links and do what they want. And Natasha included, right? Even if she wants to put silly names to it and all that stuff. I mean, I don't care. I thought that it was in poor taste when she goes, was showing the medical records, and she when she tries to match somebody else's fundraiser, she's kind of making fun of them, right? That's just my opinion. But we're going to move on from that. I know she did another video about Brittany, and I was listening just to a little bit on that. Wasn't listening to much, where not too happy with Brittany because she donated the money. Didn't you say if you donated it, it's yours to do what you want? I don't know. But again, I wouldn't have kept it. No way. Absolutely not. Not if I'm going to be degraded about a personal issue I might be going through. And I put a link for my community. And that happens. That's just my opinion. People might not agree with me on that, and that's fine. But then we have a lot of people saying that that Jessica Lynn, they're calling the FBI, police, God knows who else, because she needs to pay for fraud, she needs to pay everybody back Super Chats and all this stuff for this fake cancer and blah, blah, blah. And I did say that I was not going to use Jessica Lynn's health as content. I did a few videos just pointing out a few things, okay? And I didn't want to use her health as content. I just don't think that's right to use it for anybody, not just Jessica Lynn. But what I have to say about that is people that want to say that what she did is illegal and all this nonsense. That's what it is absolute nonsense. She never dropped any type of fundraiser. And I have said it. Other creators have talked about the cancer, okay, more than Jessica Lynn. They used it as their content. And in my opinion, they collected more money than Jessica Lynn did on her own health. So she never, ever dropped any funds, made a PayPal fund, pool or whatever that had anything to do with cancer. And people were doing super chats, and they're her members, so she gets memberships like any other creator. She was getting super chats like she normally does, right? Like any other creator does. That had nothing to do with cancer. It's because they like her content. They like their creator, just like they like other creators. So for this nonsense, and you hear this nonsense from Dorothy. And yes, I did say that I wasn't really going to direct it at, because I was going to talk about other things, and I wasn't going to direct this at certain people, but I am, I guess. It's absolute nonsense. Because if people have her videos, which I'm sure they do, they already said, they downloaded all of her videos. And if they take it to her police or the FBI or whoever they want to take it to, they're going to see that there was no PayPal funds or whatever or anything to do with cancer. That's number one, that she's just a creator getting what other creators get. All right. And not only that, but nobody has any proof that she lied about anything. They're just going with their narrative. They absolutely have no proof that she lied. I'm sorry, you don't. You claim you do, and you keep playing it over and over and over on your videos for a narrative, okay? But you absolutely have no proof, but you're putting it out there as a fact. Now I'm stuck in these. There we go. Absolutely no proof at all. But you're going to keep saying it's a lie, it's a lie. And, people can point out some other creators, some of the stuff they said that's happened to them, health-wise, other crisis-wise, that has shown no proof. But they have got super chats like crazy. They have got made PayPal pools, funds, whatever. And where's the proof? Nobody's seen the proof, right? Nobody's demanding the proof. Well, yeah, some have, but they're told it's none of your business. And they don't have to show proof, but you're demanding it from one other creator. So what I'm getting at is, Dorothy, I'm sorry. If you do something like that, trying to go to the FBI or whatever, I thought you said that you don't call cops, you're not a snitch, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's very hard to follow, Dorothy. I have tried. You got to give everybody the benefit of the doubt when you talk about behaviors and or just to watch them to see if you're going to enjoy their content. I can't follow Dorothy. She is all over the place. I don't know. This creator is on like continuously. I know she deletes a lot of her videos, or puts them to private or whatever, but this one is like continuously on lives or, in other people's chats, but mostly on lives for hours and hours and hours and hours. And talking about, I understand that I ramble. Okay, I get it. I know that. But I've said it before, I'm doing pre-recording. I mean, Dorothy doesn't even look in her chat. I was trying to follow along because I like to give people, chances to see if I'm going to like this creator, to watch what they have going on, if I'm going to like it. I couldn't follow her. She would, she talks in a normal tone, and then it's a screeching tone, and then it's I don't know who she's yelling at. It sounded like she had her son on the phone and saying something like, you have to wait, I'm going live, or I'm not live, or something like that. The answer is no. I don't know. And I can't follow along with her. She is all over the place. All over the place. And then some of the stuff that comes out makes no sense. Absolutely no sense. And people in chat are trying to ask questions, and she does not. I mean, even her mods were like, I guess some people wanted to come up on panel, and they kept saying over and over again, Dorothy, drop the link, someone wants up on panel. She absolutely does not engage at all with anybody in her chat. And I'm sorry, but I guess that's another reason why I haven't went live yet, because I'm not ready for that, because I don't have a community, so I don't have mods or anything like that. So if you're going to, have a community or whatever, you need to engage, right? You need to engage with your people and pay attention to your people, because they're basically signing your paycheck. They are. So, I mean, you really do need to pay attention to them. And I don't see her doing that at all. Okay, I had to put that on pause again. Keep getting snagged. And I'll lose my train of thought continuously. I do. But again, with with Dorothy, what I was talking about is she doesn't talk with any of her people, and not only that, just being on for so long with no breaks. It's just I don't know how she does it. I absolutely do not know how she does it. And I can't follow her. I can't. And then she said that she is going to go real life on Jessica Lynn. So, I would nip that in the bud. That's uncalled for. It really is. And, from what I can gather, from what I was able to listen and watch from her, all I see is basically, when she's not all over the place, she's streaming everybody else. I guess it's those field trips, right? She just plays everybody else's videos. That's it. I mean, what kind of content is that? You're going to stream everybody else's videos. We're going to take a field trip, and we're just going to stay on for 6, 7, 8 hours, maybe take a few hour break and do it again for many hours. And, and then we're just going to stream other people's videos. I kind of seen where she had her computer screen or whatever it was up there. I mean, you kind of got to watch that too. Isn't that how an address was put out? I mean, we already know that their child's name got doxxed, and other people got doxxed in their addresses, because you have to be careful when you are sent information. I've already said before, someone sends you someone's personal information, you should delete that stuff. But I mean, if they're going to send it and you're going to put it out there, Are you going to blame the person that sent it to you, or should you really look at it and make sure there's nothing on there that can get you in trouble? I mean, you got to take some accountability for your own actions, right? That's just my opinion. I mean, I wouldn't be putting anybody's personal information out anyways, because, yeah, I'm sorry, I do have morals. But that's all I can get from Dorothy. I'm sorry. Is she streams other people, and it's just repeating, you know, the same things over and over. And I didn't hear Jessica Lynn say that Dorothy was arrested. I know she said that. I think she said charged, but I don't think, you know, because sometimes we say things that that's not really what we meant. I think she meant served with paperwork. But, you know, whatever, you know, served. I don't think she was charged with anything, but she was served with paperwork. So now she is going to go on. She's not going to let this go, even though she doesn't know. She's assuming she knows the truth. Again, I guess do what you think you have to do, but be prepared for the consequences, right? If you're going to go to the FBI, police station, they say they're going, you know, after probation officers or whatever. I mean, people doing this real life stuff, you have no morals. You don't. So, and I don't care who you are, any creator that's doing that kind of stuff, you have no morals. I'm talking about y'all. So, besides that, one of the other things that I'm gonna say, and then I'll move into a different area because I'm not having any luck here. I just have to say that I'm disappointed in a few people that I really started to enjoy. I'm not going to say names. I really like these people, certain people. And how should I say this politely? Some of them talked about anti-bullying, which I am all for. No matter if it's children, adults, whatever. I am all for the anti-bullying. Go in real life, no matter who you are. I've said that like 1,000 times. But I have seen some people that, like I said, that I really enjoyed are participating in this behavior. I mean, not that... There's some people, like I said, since I don't have a community, that are in everybody's different communities. And just because they belong to a certain community and their creator might, talk crap about people, that doesn't define them. All right? If they're not participating in some of the garbage that goes on, they might like some of the different things that a creator might talk about. But what I've seen is some people that I really enjoyed and that are against a lot of this stuff. And they might have talked about being against it. But I have seen them participate. When I mean participate, in chats. They are, in my opinion, bullying other people with their words. Because I guess it's the mean girl mentality. You can get caught up in it all and decide, I want to fit into a community. So even though this might go against everything that I have said or who I am, I'm going to participate in calling people really horrible things or saying really nasty things in chats about other people. And I'm not talking about just clapback. I'm talking about some really really nasty things just because their creator is doing this. Like I said, it's a little disappointing because I thought certain people, I really liked them, and that kind of went out the window, you know, because I found out that they're basically bullies too. I mean, clap back is one thing, or, you know, even if you're a sub, clap back is one thing, but there's a difference when you are saying really gross, horrible things, even in chats and stuff like that, and you see it and you think, you know, what happened to these people that you thought were totally different. So I'm going to end it on this before I just move to a different location. I'm also noticing that there are some people that just seem like they're obsessed with someone they might have had a falling out with. And what I mean by obsessed, in my opinion, I don't think it's a hate obsession. I think they're very upset about the falling out. Maybe they want that friendship back because on community posts and on videos, that's all they can talk about is that one person. And they might not just say their name outright, but you can tell, you know who they're talking about. And just my opinion, I think it's because they are so upset over this falling out they had. Because if not, they would be talking about some other things too, but they're not. It's all focused on one person that they might have had a falling out with. It might not have been a horrible falling out. The friendship might have just ended, or for whatever reason. But they can't move on. They might have tried to get their friendship back. Don't know. And the other person that they were trying to get the friendship back is like, no, ain't gonna happen. I've seen this with quite a few people, so it's just my opinion that they are hurt over this falling out. And so they can do nothing but drag them at every moment that they get. They can't get away from the person that they had the falling out with. They can't do anything else, talk about anything else, create anything else. Nothing else matters. That's just my opinion. Like I said, no one has to agree with me on that. But I am going to move locations. As you can see, I am not doing any good. So, and this is a horrible location. And I know I rambled, and I do apologize. But I am going to just do little snippet videos of... So I'm getting stuck. Of my little weekend camping trip. And it's good to get out. It is. I think if you are able to get out of your home, I'm really stuck. So if you are able to get out, it is important to do so. It is. Get some fresh air. Maybe get off YouTube for a little bit. Enjoy time with your family. I've already said before, life is too short. It's too short to be all caught up in this drama. If you can get out in nature, if you can go out for walks, or, you know, do some stuff that you haven't done for a while. That's what, you know, I'm going to do. I'm in my 50s. I haven't kayaked for many years. I'm going to do that. I've already done some walking. I see some duckies out there. I've already done some walking last night, but you got to keep that body moving. You do. We're not getting any younger. Oh, there's a lot of ducks out there. I don't know if you can see it or not. But like I said, life is just too short. It really is. And some days it's just too nice. It's too nice to be cooped up in the house on YouTube 24/7. Just my opinion. I do understand that some people cannot get out of the house. They can't. But I mean, you can get outside. You know, I'm sure that, you know, with some help, some people that are disabled can do that. Get outside and get some fresh air. And maybe it would help a lot of people's mental health if they do log off of YouTube and get away from the drama. But I'm going to go, and we'll just see what else I'm going to be doing this weekend. Saying goodbye to the duckies. There's quite a few out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 ducks out there is what I'm counting. So we'll just catch you guys here in a bit.